It's a real pleasure to be flying together again.
It's Adrienne from your flight staff. We're ready to begin boarding. Waiting for your signal.
Denver ground. Airbus Mike Alpha, Zulu 4812. Could you please get the passengers on board?
Airbus Mike Alpha, Zulu 4812. The jetway is going to be connected.
Denver ground. Airbus Mike Alpha, Zulu 4812. Could you please send the baggage?
Airbus Mike Alpha, Zulu 4812. Baggage is on the way.
Denver ground. Airbus Mike Alpha, Zulu 4812. Could you please send the catering truck?
Airbus Mike Alpha, Zulu 4812. The catering truck is on the road.
Boarding closed, Captain.
Denver ground. Airbus Mike Alpha, Zulu 4812, ready to copy IFR clearance to Hobby.
Airbus Mike Alpha, Zulu 4812 is cleared to Hobby Airport via the EPK-7 departure. Does transition, runway tree 4 left. Climb via SID maintain flight level tree 50. Departure frequency is 128.25. Squawk 0 tree 5.
Clear to Hobby via the EPK-7 departure. Deuce transition, runway tree 4 left. Climb via SID, maintain flight level tree 50. Departure frequency is 128.25. Squawk 0 tree 5. Airbus Mike Alpha, Zulu 4812.
Airbus Mike Alpha, Zulu 4812. Readback is correct. Contact ground on 129.05 when ready to taxi. Good day.
Denver ground. Airbus Mike Alpha, Zulu 4812. Requesting pushback.
Airbus Mike Alpha, Zulu 4812. Pushback request accepted.
Tow bar is set,
All
Captain.
luggage on board.
Pushback complete, Captain. You're cleared to start engines.
On behalf of ourselves and the entire cabin crew, we would like to wish you a calm and safe flight.
Denver ground.
Just finished
Airbus Mike
flying.
Alpha,
Soon
Zulu
start taxiing.
4812 with Oscar. Ready to taxi.
We ask you to leave the
IFR.
safety cards on the seats in front of you and follow the cabin crew's instructions.
Airbus Mike
Thank
Alpha,
you. Have a
Zulu
nice flight.
4812. Taxi to an hold short runway tree 4 left via taxiway Bravo. Sierra Alpha, November Foxtrot Alpha, Alpha Whiskey Alpha. Contact tower on 135.3 when ready.
Taxiing. Hold short runway tree. 4 left using taxiway Bravo. Sierra Alpha November Foxtrot Alpha Alpha Whiskey Alpha. Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812. Guests, our captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please stow your hand luggage underneath the seat in front of you or in an overhead compartment. Make sure your seat back and folding trays are in full upright position. If you're seated near an emergency exit, carefully read the special instructions card located by your seat. A reminder that this is a non-smoking flight, including the lavatories. If you have any questions, feel free to ask one of our attendants. Thank you. Guests, Guests, I'd like to direct your attention to the monitors, where we'll be demonstrating our safety procedures. Thank you. Guests, here are the safety procedures. There are designated emergency exits on this aircraft. Take a minute to locate the exit closest to you, including behind you. Count the number of rows to this exit. Should the cabin experience a sudden loss of pressure, oxygen masks will drop down from above your seat. Place the mask over your mouth and nose like this. Pull the strap to tighten it. If you are traveling with children, make sure to secure your own mask before helping your children. In the unlikely event of an emergency, leave your carry-on items behind. Life rafts are located below your seats. Emergency lighting will lead you to your closest exit and slide. Now, make sure that all hand luggage is stowed away safely. While we wait for takeoff, please take a moment to review the safety data card in your seat pocket. Our taxi speed is too high. We should throttle back. Denver Tower, Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812 at runway tree, 4 left ready for departure, IFR to Hobby.
Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812, altimeter 2992, cleared for takeoff runway tree 4 left.
Cleared for takeoff runway tree, 4 left. Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812. Guests, prepare for takeoff. Please ensure your seat belt is fastened tightly. Your seat is in the upright position and your tray table is securely stored. Thank you.
34 left. Power set.
contact Denver departure on 128.25. Good day.
Going to 128.25. Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812. Denver departure. Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812 is passing 6,300 climbing flight level tree 50.
Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812, Denver departure, altimeter 2960, radar contact, continue.
1,000.
125.95. Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812. Denver Center, Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812 is passing 13,500 climbing flight level 350. Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812. Denver Center, altimeter 2988. Radar contact. Continue to pilot.
It's not listening. So don't forget to switch the altimeter to standard. Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812 contact Denver Center on 1 Good day. 1 Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812. Denver Center, Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812 is passing flight level 225, climbing flight level 350.
Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812 Denver Center. Radar contact. Continue to POI in.
Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812. Denver Center, Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812 is at flight level 330, climbing flight level 350. Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812, Denver Center, radar contact, continue to COD in. A340-300 inbound to Houston. We are currently cruising at an altitude of 35,000 feet and at an airspeed of 300 knots. It's 1:03 p.m. On behalf of all crew members, we thank you for flying with us today. So, please sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the flight. Thank you.
Airbus Mike Alpha, Zulu 4812, contact Houston Center on 133.4. Good day.
Going to 133.4. Airbus Mike Alpha, Zulu 4812. Houston Center, Airbus Mike Alpha, Zulu
Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812 Houston
flight level
Center.
tree
Radar
50.
contact, continue to Corby. Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812, contact Kansas City Center on 125.2. Good day.
Going to 125.2. Airbus Mike Alpha, Zulu 4812. Kansas City Center, Airbus Mike Alpha, Zulu 4812. Flight level tree 50.
Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812, Kansas City Center, radar contact. Continue to Corby.
Captain, this is Adrienne. We're ready for in-flight service. Mind if we start?
Permission granted. Our crew will now start serving lunch. Please make sure your tray table is ready for us. Enjoy.
Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812, contact center on 134.0. Good day.
Going to 134.0. Airbus Mike Alpha, Zulu 4812. Center, Airbus Mike Alpha, Zulu 4812. Flight level tree 50.
Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812, center. Radar contact. Continue to Corby. 4812, contact Kansas City Center on 126.905. Good day.
Going to 126.905. Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812. Kansas City Center, Airbus Mike
Alpha Zulu 4812, Kansas City Center.
Flight level
Radar contact. Continue to Corby. Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812, contact Albuquerque Center on 127.85. Good day.
127.85. Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812. Albuquerque Center, Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812. Flight level tree 50.
Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812, Albuquerque Center. Radar contact. Continue to Corby. Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812, contact Fort Worth Center. Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812. Did you copy?
Going to 1.5. Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812. Fort Worth Center, Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812. Flight level tree 50.
Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812, Fort Worth Center. Radar contact. Continue to Corby. 4812, contact Fort Worth Center on 127.45. Good day.
127.45.
Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812, Fort Worth Center, radar contact. Continue to Sierra Alpha Tango. Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812, contact center on... Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812, please acknowledge.
Going to 132.35. Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812. Center, Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812. Flight level tree 50.
Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812. Center. Radar contact. Continue to Sierra Alpha Tango.
Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812, Houston Center. Radar contact. Continue to Sierra Alpha
Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812, Houston Center. Radar contact. Continue to Sierra Alpha Tango. Mike Alpha Zulu 4812, contact Houston Center on 1-4.6. Good day.
1-4.6. Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812. Houston Center, Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu
Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812, Houston Center. Radar contact. Continue to be LKK. Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812. Descend via
BLR 6 to 6000. Expect ILS runway 4 approach via GEO transition. Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812. Started our descent to William P. Hobby and expect to land in a few minutes. If you want to adjust your watch, it is 5:38 p.m. in Houston now, and temperature is 93 degrees Fahrenheit. On behalf of all our crew, thank you for choosing Wizz Air today. We wish you a pleasant stay in Houston and hope to see you again very soon.
2,500. 2,000. 1,000.
121 decimal tree.
Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812, approach. Altimeter 2988. Radar contact. Continue to GEO. Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812. Contact Hobby Tower on 118.7 when inbound.
Tower on 118.7. Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812. Hobby Tower. Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812. 22 miles southwest. Inbound ILS runway 4 approach.
Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812, Hobby Tower. Altimeter 2990, cleared ILS runway 4 approach.
Cleared ILS runway 4 approach. Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812.
2000.
Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812, wind 208 at 5, clear to land runway 4.
Clear to land runway 4. Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812.
Retard.
Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812, exit runway when able. Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812, contact ground on 121.9er.
121.9er. Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812. Houston ground. Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812. Taxi to parking.
Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812. Taxi to gate tree using taxiway.
Taxiing to gate tree using taxiway. Airbus Mike Alpha Zulu 4812. Dear passengers, we have not reached the gate yet. Please remain seated until the captain turns off the fasten seatbelt sign. Thank you.